Hello, my name is Lucas Tennant, and this is my video mini case presentation for Business 496, Organizational Leadership, proctored by Dr. Greg Gallardi. I will be going over the mini case from week 6 entitled Innovation at IKEA. Some of the things I will be going over in this presentation are a small introduction to the business IKEA, and then I will be answering the 3 mini case questions presented in the text. IKEA is a large corporation founded by Ingvar Kamprad in a small village in Sweden. He's a simple man who's very cost conscious. There's legends of him refusing to fly first class and visiting IKEA stores regularly, even though he is retired. IKEA was founded in 1943 by Kamprad. He started off selling belt buckles, pens, and watches, until one day one of his workers decided to take the legs off a table in order to fit it into a car, where his flat pack designed furniture was originated. The culture at IKEA strives to create a better every day for the many people. The first mini case question is: discuss the 3 input components of the congruence model as they apply to the success of IKEA. The 3 components are environment, resources, and history. Environment. All factors, including institutions, groups, individuals, events, etc., outside of the boundaries of the organizations being analyzed, but having a potential impact on that organization. The environment impacts all businesses, some more than others. IKEA is a huge company shipping products worldwide. The fact that they are such a large company makes the impact of environmental issues large as well. Gas prices are one of the largest factors in cost of goods. When gas prices are extremely high, like they are now, the price of almost everything else in the world goes up. Freight expenses are a main problem here. IKEA only has a limited number of stores around the United States, forcing them to ship many of their products long distances. The increase in gas makes it more expensive to get the goods on the shelf, thereby cutting profits unless prices are also increased. There is a fine balance between increasing prices to cover the high cost of shipping and keeping customers happy with low prices. IKEA makes it very expensive for a customer to ship individual products to their own home. This not only makes sure that they do not lose money shipping products all around the United States, but also encourages customers to shop in stores, making them more likely to purchase additional items while they are there. Another thing IKEA needs to worry about is their competition. There are many companies that sell the same type of products that IKEA does, including home furnishings and decor. Large companies such as JCPenney, Sears, Pottery Barn, and Bed Bath & Beyond, as well as smaller companies like Design Within Reach, Minimalista, and Tima. As shown in their financial success, with sales tripling in the last 10 years from $4 billion to over $12 billion, IKEA is doing quite well despite this competition for their business. Customers enjoy many benefits when shopping at IKEA rather than the other stores listed. Cheaper prices than the small companies are possible because of bulk production and shipping, and better and different selection of products available than the large, less specific companies offer. The second component of the congruence model is resources. Various assets the organization has access to, including human resources, technology, capital, information, etc., as well as less tangible resources such as recognition in the market. IKEA started out as a small company, founded by Ingvar Kamprad in his Swedish village, not the type of company one would think of having lots of resources available to them. After coming up with their flat pack and self-assembly type of products, IKEA quickly blossomed into a retail giant. The resources available to IKEA are vast, from capital gained from over $12 billion in sales in 2003 to a huge employee base. Highlighted in the minicase article is IKEA's hiring process, in which they target co-workers instead of employees. The people being hired are expected to be supportive, work well in teams, look for innovative, better ways of doing things, respect co-workers and their views, and establish mutual objectives and work tirelessly to realize them. As discussed in most other assignments in this course, employees are the key to having a successful business. Hiring and retaining good employees helps reduce costs and increase productivity. Capital is another part of IKEA's success. Having a lot of money and other assets makes taking risks much easier. IKEA does not have to worry about decisions they make putting them in financial danger. This allows the company to attempt to innovate, possibly opening themselves up to even more ways of profit. If an innovation or new idea fails, the loss in profit is not likely to be a huge blow to the company's overall bottom line. The third component to the model is history. The patterns of past behavior, activity, and effectiveness of the organization that may have an effect on current organizational functioning. The history of IKEA is well documented. Founded by one man, Ingvar Kamprad, in a small Swedish village where he was born. Originally selling belt buckles, pens, and watches, Kamprad eventually moved on to selling furniture. One day, in 1952, while struggling to fit a large table in a small car, one of Kamprad's employees came up with the idea that changed the furniture industry forever. He decided to remove the legs. Following that table was an entire series of self-assemble style furniture, and IKEA's business model was born. The history has led to IKEA being a hugely profitable furniture business, doing $12 billion worth of sales in 2003 alone. Minicase question number 2. Consider Shine's 4 key organizational cultural factors as described in highlight 12.6. What examples can you identify within the IKEA organization that contribute to the company's strong corporate culture? The first factor in Shine's 4 key organizational cultural factors is myths and stories. Myths and stories are the tales about the organization that are passed down over time and communicate a story of the organization's underlying values. Some of the myths and stories of IKEA are talked about in the article. Ingvar Kamprad has many intricacies, including his idea of a luxury vacation of riding his bicycle, refusing to fly first class and being fiercely cost conscious, even with personal wealth estimated in the billions, and visiting stores regularly to keep tabs on what is going on even though he is retired. The second factor is symbols and artifacts. Symbols and artifacts are objects that can be seen and noticed and that describe various aspects of the culture. The main symbols, hugely recognizable and iconic ones, are the actual buildings that IKEA stores are located in. The buildings are easy to identify. The giant blue and gold warehouses that resemble oversized Swedish flags are hard to miss. These buildings give the IKEA brand name instant recognition to many customers. People are drawn to the buildings because they know IKEA's reputation for low prices on home furnishing and decor. Another symbol that IKEA is known for is giving all of their products Nordic names. Clip-in sofas and Palbo footstools are just a few of the names for items in IKEA stores. Customers recognize these names, even if they do not know what they mean, as IKEA products and associates them with the company. The third factor is rituals. Rituals are recurring events or activities that reflect important aspects of the underlying culture. Not many of IKEA's rituals are talked about in the article. Research on the internet does not reveal much else in the way of rituals or other recurring events at IKEA. The hiring process could be considered something of a ritual in its own sense. By hiring only specific types of employees, IKEA is able to try to keep their company goals intact. Co-workers, as IKEA calls them, are encouraged to be innovative, looking for better ways to do their jobs. An employee is also expected to be supportive and work well in teams, as well as respecting other co-workers and their views. The fourth and final factor is language. Language concerns the jargon or idiosyncratic terms of an organization and can serve several different purposes relevant to culture. IKEA has a very specific language for naming their products. Using Nordic names, IKEA has created a niche for their products, names that are not understood but immediately recognizable by customers as IKEA products. This unique naming has helped IKEA stand apart from their competitors. If a customer sees the name of a product, such as Ektorp for a sofa, it might not know exactly what the product is, but he or she will definitely understand it as an IKEA piece. The third minicase question is, based on the level of technological complexity and the degree of environmental uncertainty present at IKEA, what type of organizational structure would you expect? Organizational structure refers to the way an organization's activities are coordinated and controlled, and represents another level of the situation in which leaders and followers must operate. This structure is normally depicted in the form of a chart, showing horizontal complexity, vertical complexity, and spatial complexity. Horizontal complexity refers to the number of boxes at any particular organizational level. More boxes on any given level show greater horizontal complexity. IKEA is such a large company, one would expect a high level of horizontal complexity. Each level is so large, from basic co-workers to managers, supervisors, and other higher-ups at every store. IKEA has 38 locations in the United States and over 300 stores located worldwide. Worldwide, IKEA employs over 1,200 people. Over 120,000 people. That large of a number gives IKEA a very high level of horizontal complexity. Technology makes it easier for all of these different employees to stay on the same page. A simple email sent to every employee of a branch can reach everyone at the same time, whereas in the past, this type of communication would have taken days to talk with every employee directly. Technology is also involved in all of the management aspects of IKEA. Each item in stock is entered into a central database, making it easy for different stores and employees to find information and pricing. If a customer wants a specific item that the IKEA near them does not have in stock, it can be found in the database and shipped to the store with a few clicks of a mouse. This allows each IKEA store to service even more customers. Vertical complexity refers to the number of hierarchical levels appearing on an organizational chart. Once again, IKEA being such a large company, it would be safe to assume that there is a high level of vertical complexity as well. Many different levels of managers, supervisors, presidents, chief executive officers, chief financial officers, etc. are needed to maintain a large employee base. These higher level employees need to be in constant contact with each other, discussing and forming policy for the company. New technologies, such as the computer program Skype and video chat program, make it easier for these groups to stay in touch. Meetings involving supervisors are usually small in number, and the people involved have much more information to convey. This is made easier by being able to see and talk to the person with whom they are communicating directly. Spatial complexity describes geographic dispersion. IKEA has 301 stores worldwide, with over 120,000 employees stationed at those stores. These facts alone show what kind of huge spatial complexity IKEA has as a company. Technology makes it much easier for all these different stores and employees to stay in sync through the company's website, email system, and video and voice chat, IKEA is able to communicate with many different areas of the world. This concludes my minicase video presentation. IKEA is a very large and complex company. Hopefully this video helps to understand some of the intricacies of the workings of IKEA. Thank you.